want to welcome you all here to this great day where we're celebrating our community coming together and celebrating the future of our community. Now, today we consummate an agreement that will preserve for ourselves and for our children and for future generations nearly 100 beautiful natural acres of land located in the heart of our city, soon to become our own Central Park. The university's decision to sell this property to Lafayette Consolidated Government was made with a strong sense of community responsibility. Since the university was founded in 1898, its leaders have considered future generations when they've had the opportunity to expand and develop the campus. Because of the foresight and the leadership of our parish government, UL and the community will be able to grow while respecting the needs of the broader community. Now, the process for getting here was not quick. Oftentimes when you have one governmental entity, it takes time. When you have two, it takes a little bit more time. But many people played a role. I want to recognize just a few of those this morning. First, the Save the Horse Farm group. You know, some of them people work tirelessly in making us see the bigger picture and making everyone see the bigger picture, and I know this is a culmination of the dream that y'all had for a long time. Several people who had to go through the approvals and analysis of this program. We're very pleased to have a member of the University of Louisiana System Board, Gerald T-Boy-Hayberry. And Mr. Victor Seville. Members of the Acadiana legislative delegation all played a role in this, particularly Representative Joel Robideau, who carried the bill to make it happen. Also like to thank Lafayette City Parish Council and the vote that they took to make it happen, and all the community members who came together and asked questions and dreamed and planned about what our community could become with this property. And last but not least, I guess the person who's been there from the very beginning, working through all kinds of efforts, strategizing, planning. When things fell apart, he helped pull them together. He kept things calm. He was a great partner in this whole process. Let me introduce to you a man very significantly responsible for this project, our City Parish President, Mr. Joey Durrell.
I didn't want to leave anybody out, so I don't usually do this, but I'm gonna. This property, known as the Horse Farm, is being preserved for the betterment of Lafayette today and the improvement of Lafayette tomorrow. It is a gift from the people of Lafayette in 2012 to the people of Lafayette forever into the future. And it comes with a simple set of rules or instructions. Enjoy it, respect it, and improve it for the generation of Lafayette that comes after you. Today is a game changer for Lafayette. Today marks the beginning of a new Lafayette that should raise our expectations of what we want for the future. I'm not sure that everyone quite understands yet what this beautiful piece of property will mean to the future. As this gets developed, all will see what we can have when we work together with both eyes on the future. When we connect this to the wonderful things Dr. Savoy is doing for UL and for Lafayette, you are going to demand more of it. Please do. Days after Dr. Savoy took office over as president of the university, he came to visit. He said he wanted everyone to know that UL was for the whole community, in fact all of Acadiana. We both agreed that preserving the horse farm is a pretty good place to start. I want to thank him for having the vision to let this go, because you didn't have to do that. He could have kept it forever, just in case. And he might have sat here forever, just in case. But he knew better, and he had a vision. He recognized that this is not only going to improve Lafayette and Acadiana, he recognized that if you're in a great community, you have a better chance of making yourself a great university. And I believe that this will be a nucleus of your vision, TJ. It's been a pleasure to work with you on this. Now what are we going to do next? You've already asked all the people from the system, and thank you very much, the delegation, the Master Gardeners. I know y'all have been very almost used the word patient, but how silly of me. But there's others too. The lawyers that worked so hard on this. Steve Oates for the university, Mike Abair, Candy Parker Pratt, Pat Oninger kind of got it started, or started with us early on in the early first stages of it. T. Joe mentioned the community. I can tell you, without the community support, it would have been maybe a little more difficult for things that had to come. And the community support wouldn't have happened without the media, in particular, Leslie Turk and the Independent. Y'all really, really. Of course, my staff, Dee, Becky, Malumia, Laurie Toops, the chief financial officers, they had to find a way to get it done. They had to find a way to find the money. And as you know, government always has money hidden somewhere. But all of that, Save the Horse Farm Group. I mean, y'all planted the seed, you nurtured it, you kicked it, you beat on it a little bit, but you did. Y'all brought it to the public attention. None of this happens. We're not here today, no matter what all these groups did, if not for a council having a vision for the future of Lafayette. Because in the end, the heavy, heavy lifting is the money. And I will tell you, we worked with 3 councils on this. The first council didn't have a lot to get a chance to vote on, but the council was resistant to re-zoning this commercial. So because of the efforts to Save the Horse Farm Group and the community, that didn't happen real easy. The next council comes in 2008, 2011, and this is the thing, and I have told this to the national media because it is so impressive to me. And by the way, Sam Dorey was one of those councilmen. He's here today, and I'm sure that we have others here. And I see the rest of y'all. I'm going to get you too. But that council, this is the part that's very important. That council voted to fund the purchase of the horse farm in a year that our sales taxes were declining. That takes an awful lot of political courage, and it takes a wonderful vision, and people have a foresight to recognize that the future is every bit as important as today. So Don Bertrand is here. I see Brandon Chauvin is here. Bruce Monk was on that very first council. He might have to please be sure to mention him. No, I'm kidding. He didn't. Are there any other councilmen here that I don't see? I would like everybody here to give the council a great big round of applause. Now, this today ends the first phase, and I'm going to tell you all that was the easy part. You know, many times when I was in business, I would work a bank for a year to finally get them to give me a loan. When I'd walk out the bank all pumped and excited, I said, oh shoot, that was the easy part. Now I got to make it work, I've got to pay it back. Well, this was the easy part. As difficult as this was, the rest of it's not going to happen without the difficult part. The difficult part is for us to raise our expectations. The difficult part is to raise the money to get it done. So we have to expect more of everyone, but it starts with expecting more of yourself. We all have various ideas and opinions, but we share a collective vision. The responsibility to carry that vision forward will fall to the community foundation and this community. The taxpayers have appropriately purchased this property. And I say that because that ensures that this will always be public property. By paying tax dollars for this, it ensures that it's going to always be accessible to the public. But we're going to soon take it out of the hands of government. Not that government employees can't do things, but government is too restricted. The Community Foundation doesn't have to do anything with the low bidder. They can go out and find the best of whatever it is they're trying to do. I believe that through this public-private partnership, we can truly raise the bar, and we can go from good to great. Thank everybody here today. Thank you, T. Joe, again, Council, Horse Farm Group, University System, our wives, our kids, and I will tell you this, I'm going to tell you seriously, if you don't think that the inspiration for all this is not sitting on these roads right here. You're sadly mistaken. It's not because of a bunch of you old people out here. It's them young people right here. Because that's who's going to really, really look back one day and remember this and thank all of you for making this day happen. So, thank you all very much.
By the power vested in me by the state of Louisiana, I do hereby witness and attest to the transfer of that certain property known as the Horse Farm from the University of Louisiana Lafayette to the city of Lafayette to hold in perpetuity as a passive park. Congratulations, President.
This is the real check right here. I knew it was a big check, so we made it a big check. There it is.